Hello children, hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to study about blood vessels. You all are familiar with the terms artery, capillaries and vein, isn't it? Now today we will be seeing some of the particular characteristics of all these three types of vessels in detail. First we will see about arteries. Arteries are the blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. Okay, they have thick muscular and elastic walls. Why they have thick walls? Because the blood flows under high pressure in them. Inside them, the blood flow in very high pressure. Now, as this blood flow in high pressure, there is no need of walls inside the vessels. Like this, if these are the vessels, inside this there is no walls to prevent the backflow of the blood. Okay, because blood flows in high pressure. The you all know that all arteries carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle. Okay, it carry from right ventricle to lungs. Remember this, isn't it? This is from pulmonary artery. It starts from right ventricle and then it branches into the right and left pulmonary arteries. We have already discussed about it, isn't it? Which lead to the lungs, right and left lungs. So these pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs for oxygenation, and after oxygenation of the blood at lungs, the pulmonary veins bring oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Then there is one another artery which is called aorta. This is largest artery in the blood. It is responsible for carrying oxygenated blood from the left ventricle. Okay, from left ventricle. Now from left ventricle, where it will carry the blood? To all parts of the body. The aorta branches off into smaller arteries which carry oxygen-rich blood to all body parts. Then just as other organs of the body need oxygen-rich blood, similarly the heart too needs a steady supply of oxygen-rich blood. Okay, this heart, it also needs some oxygen. So the arteries that supply blood to the heart muscles, they are called coronary arteries. The aorta branches off into two main coronary arteries, right coronary artery and left coronary artery. Okay, and these right and left coronary arteries supply blood to the right side of the heart and to the left side of the heart. Okay, so this is all about arteries. Now we will see veins. So veins are thin walled blood vessels. They carry blood towards the heart. Blood flow in low pressure in them. Now as the blood flow in low pressure, it can return back. Okay, and therefore there are walls to prevent the backflow of the blood. Inside the veins there are walls. So when the blood flow towards the heart, it will not come back because of the presence of walls there inside the veins. Now all the veins carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, all of them carry deoxygenated blood except the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins, what it does? It brings oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. Where in the heart? To the left atrium of the heart. Isn't it? We know that. Now, what happens? Smaller veins from the lower and middle part of the body pour deoxygenated blood. That is all the smaller vein. They bring deoxygenated blood from lower and middle part of the body, and they bring this blood into a large vein which is called inferior vena cava. This is a large vein that carries deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Okay, the upper right chamber of the heart. Then smaller veins in the upper half of the body, they all also, this is superior, okay, R is there. So they bring deoxygenated blood into another large vein called superior vena cava. Okay, so superior vena cava, this also carry deoxygenated blood to the right atrium of the heart. These are the two large veins. Next, we will see capillaries. Capillaries are extremely thin blood vessels. They are actually a connection between arteries and veins. Okay, they are very, very thin blood vessels. And what is their role? They help in exchange of nutrients, waste substances, gases, hormones, and many more things, whatever is traveling into the blood and is supplied to different parts of the body. So all these things are exchanged to their respective parts and taken from their respective parts by the help of these capillaries. Okay, so they help in the exchange of various substances in the body from the blood vessels, and these are very thin blood vessels, very thin walls. Okay, so that transfer of substances become easy through these thin walled and thin blood vessels. Now I hope all of you are clear about these important points about these blood vessels. Okay, revise this chapter again, study well, and have a nice day.